Hello YouTube, Hawkeye10 here, another DCS tutorial. Today we're going to be starting the brand new shiny F-18. We're going to start off by starting the battery, or not starting the battery, but turning it on. It's going to be located down front right, down here. Put that to on. Next up, turn the APU on. It's going to be the switch back over here, back left. We're going to wait for this to spool up. When it's ready, the green light will come on. Right next to this that says ready, so we're going to wait for that. Hit the master caution while we're at it. There we go. Now we are going to start the right engine, so we're going to right click on the engine crank. You'll see it'll start to spool the right engine up. We're going to wait for this RPM number to get to 30, and then we will step the throttle from off to idle. Come on. There we go. Okay, to step it off from off to idle, we're going to hit Shift and Insert. That's default key binding. And then we will wait for it to hit 65 and stabilize before we move on to our next step. Okay, there he goes, 65. We're going to bleed air 360 to the right. And then it'll do a little testing. Nice southern lady. We'll hit the master caution. Now we will turn our screens on. And then the DDI. The HUD. Volumes. Now we will go to start the left engine. So like the right one, we're going to left click on this time. Wait for this to hit to 30 and then step the engine from off to idle. There's 30. For this one, its default keybind is going to be right alt insert. And then we will wait for this one to stabilize before we do anything else. And those two displays just went off because that seems to be a glitch. That's happened to me about 4 times now out of like the 30 I've started this thing. Either that or I'm just special. So I could be doing something wrong, but someone will probably correct me in the comments. Next up, we're going to turn the radar on. So the radar's down over here, back bottom right. Turn it to operational, and then we'll start the INS align. And depending what you're on, you will select your correct option. CV is going to be the carrier, and ground is going to be the ground. Then we will go and turn the pitot heat on. You don't have to switch it from auto, but I like to. Then we will go back here to the back left and turn the OBOGS switch on. And then we will reset the FCS with this button right here back behind the throttle. Our APU just shut off, as you can see by the switch going back and the sound of it spooling down. It'll do that after both your engines stabilized, and then I believe it's like a 30-second timer or something like that. Next, we will set the flaps to auto. Then we will go set the takeoff trim with this button right here. And then we will run the FCS bit. So to do that, we're going to need to hold this switch up and hit this button at the same time. So to do this, the default key binding to hold the switch up is Y, and then you're just going to click the button right there. So it'll go into the test. As you will see, it'll start messing with our flight surfaces here. It's just running through, making sure everything's working. Oh, that's not the screen I wanted. We can see it testing it right there. Sorry, there's a spider on my ceiling, and I may or may not be scared of spiders. That's why I was looking up. That's completely irrelevant though. So next we will set the flaps to half. and release the parking brake. We can set our bingo if we'd like to by using these arrows. Arm our seat. Uncage the SAI. Set the radar alarm for the radar altimeter if you'd like to. Turn the anti-skid on, but it's kind of already on. And that's going to be it for pre-flight not pre-flight, but startup. One thing to note before you taxi is there are two nose wheel steering modes. We have the default one as indicated by this, which gives you a pretty decent range of motion. I'll give you a quick demonstration. And then you also have the high gain mode one, which if you hit this button you'll see you can yank it around. It works really well with split throttles. And that's going to be all for the startup of the F-18. I hope this helped. If you got any questions, comment below or message me. And happy trapping!